Welcome back to another episode of Who Am I to Judge podcast. I'm Alexis.
And I am Samantha. Welcome back to the show.
What's up with you?
Everybody. Oh, nothing. We were just watching the Super Bowl
I heard
performance
it.
again to give myself a little refresher. But yeah, other than that, I'm good. I'm made it to Danielle's. Jupiter wanted to stay at my parents' house, so I let him. He was pulling. He didn't want to.
I'm like, okay, damn, bye.
All right. I was like, all right, Grandpa.
Press to stay, right?
You want to watch him? So yeah, he's there. He's
that gives you a little break now.
Yes, it definitely does. So
how was your day? Yeah. What did you do today?
I had a very chill, relaxing day. I rested a lot, honestly. I had a later night because I had my the teacher training ended at 9:30.
Right.
So it's in Gaithersburg. So we got back to Hyattsville around 10:30, and then I stayed at Danielle's till 12 maybe. And then I went home. So yeah, I was just very tired today, and I'm just taking advantage of it since I am, unemployed at the moment. But yeah, how was your day? What did you do today?
What did I do today? I went to my workout class. I applied to some jobs, and I can't really remember. But it's okay. Oh, and then I had a session, but the session, it was confusion with their device, so we had to reschedule it. But productive, just still same goal, try to get a full-time job. Do whatever you can for it.
Hoping to hear from that place that you had your interview with?
I am. I had a final interview on Monday. I am hoping to hear back. I don't know. It's just we'll hear back when we hear back. Monday. I mean, they'll tell me either way, which I appreciate. So
they had better.
I'm hoping
You've done 4 interviews with these people. They can't just ghost you.
I'm hoping it's good news, but we shall see. One thing is the lady, so it was a panel interview. One of the ladies that was in the panel interview, after we were done, added me on LinkedIn.
That's a good sign.
It seems like a good sign, but I'm like, I don't know. It's such weird energy in this job market that I'm like, I hope you wouldn't be adding someone who you're going to eventually reject because why we need to be in the same network,
Yeah, they're probably thinking about how they're integrating you into the team.
But we'll see. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about, y'all. Let's get to it. Are you going to ask me who's on trial, or am I going to go?
I'll ask you, Alexis, who is on trial this week?
And just so y'all know, I'm eating a little ice cream. So,
What do you want to ask me then?
On trial, I'll start with... Okay, first, let's start with the biggest thing. So, the Super Bowl happened, y'all.
Yes.
Bad Bunny put on Benito Bowl.
Yes.
Lady Gaga came out, Ricky Martin came out. Tell us tell me your thoughts on it.
So yeah, I feel like the Super Bowl was definitely different for me this year. In terms I literally was very tired because I was coming back from another full teacher trainer day
on Sunday. Wow.
Yeah, that was the remember usually the weekend we have a weekend, so it was the aerial weekend, but then it snowed that Sunday, so this was the makeup Sunday. So I was just literally falling asleep in my bed. I was in the bed.
Oh my gosh.
When the Super Bowl was happening. And then I was obviously staying up for Bad Bunny. I wanted to watch him. And so then I went downstairs. I was let me go downstairs. I know my mom's watching. But it was just definitely a chiller. I didn't go anywhere, do anything. I was just out for the count. But so I was very much watching. I wasn't up sing. But it was so beautiful. I was very impressed. I think I told my mom, I was like, I think this might be the most beautiful Super Bowl I've ever seen. Like, it was gorgeous. The colors, I loved the colors. I loved all the symbolism, starting in like the sugarcane fields, and obviously like also like not knowing the context of things, and then like being educated by the internet of like, the electric poles and stuff, where like,
the blackouts. Yep.
Yeah, like the blackouts and things like that. So it was just beautiful. Like, I love these like history lessons and like fun, beautiful dancing. Like, it was all there for me. Like, this was one of the best Super Bowls, honestly, I thought. Like, for real. Like, we're at a different level now where it's like, I feel like Kendrick kind of put it on the map. It's like, okay, we need stages and, storytelling. Like, for real. I feel like we don't always
I feel like Kendrick
get
put
that.
it on the map for storytelling, but I feel like prior to Kendrick, there have been multiple stages.
Yeah, but I feel like just the storytelling piece of it, like where it's just like you're taking us to your home and you're trying to tell us, like, I feel like Rihanna could have done that a little bit differently. Like, hers was very like,
I mean, it was a performance.
colors. Yeah, like I feel like before that it was like lots of.
I guess it was art in its own way. Yeah, I feel like I agree. I mean, I've watched it probably like 10 times now. Because I do like Bad Bunny's music. I did play his most recent album Down when it came out.
Okay.
But I didn't go to Puerto Rico to see the stuff. But I was familiar with his music to some, probably more than some people. So I was very excited. I loved it. I thought it was like exactly what you're saying, storytelling. It went beyond like I'm putting on a performance and more into like this is art, like this is like,
especially right now.
This is telling a story. It's like political, but it's also like it's just art. It's just art.
Political.
And I loved the colors. I loved Lady Gaga singing. She looks great. She sounded great. I love.
It's funny. I was confused though. Like, I think that was like the point a little bit. Like how like before Lady Gaga, like apparently what he said was in Spanish was like, "This is what you wanted, right?" Like a white woman singing in English.
But I also think he has been.
I know he loves her.
This is one of his main influences.
Yeah, and but I think it was also funny that way.
But what I was saying was, I thought Lady Gaga did really amazing. Ricky Martin looked great. I mean, it was perfect. Like, and then I loved the end when they were singing DTMF and like they were holding the flags, and you could just tell it was like,
oh my god,
emotional at that point.
Everybody's flag out there. That was so beautiful.
It was beautiful.
And then like all of the Americas. It's like, like this is America.
I expected like, well, no, I guess I didn't expect that because people don't really like change outfits at the Super Bowl. But I loved the instruments. I loved the trumpets, the trombones. I loved it all. The dancing. I mean, everything was pointed, really. Like the dancing felt very
the dancing was so good.
It just was great. Everything was great. The mic was on. I will say,
he looked so good. He looked like,
great.
Chill.
I will say, I was like, so yesterday I was watching, because I watched it probably like 7 times yesterday, and then I was like, let me like go back, and so I watched Beyonce's, I watched Rihanna's, and I have to say, like, Bad Bunny and Kendrick did better than both of them. And it just made me laugh because I was just kind of like, I would normally not, like, in my mind, I'm like, nothing's better than Beyonce. But it's like, I watched it and she did very, like, performance. Like, I'm putting on a Beyonce concert at the Super Bowl, which is like, I'm going to give you dancing, I'm going to give you visuals. But I'm not telling a story. It's not political. It's not strategic. It's just like a Beyonce concert here. And same with Rihanna. I feel like I have looked at video clips of Rihanna's, like, tour when she went on tour for Auntie, and this was like that, very like art, very visual, very like, people in interesting shades of color. Like, she put on Rihanna concert at the Super Bowl. Kendrick and Bad Bunny, I don't think put on their respective concerts, because I think if I went to their concert, it wouldn't look like that,
and we would have got Cardi.
It wouldn't have looked like that. But I think that they put on, what they did was they pushed performancing at the Super Bowl further, which is beyond putting on a concert and literally putting like on art and a story, which I think is more powerful. It'll be interesting to see who comes next. It was funny because me and Courtney were talking about that. We were like, who's like even at the level that could do a Super Bowl currently?
Unfortunately, I kind of feel like it's gonna swing.
No,
like because
I don't think so.
because we've swung so like far. I just feel like they do appease white people, sadly. So I could see Taylor Swift getting it.
But that to me isn't a swing. Like I think a swing would be Kid Rock. Taylor Swift to me is still pop music.
I mean, I'm
not saying it's not going to be a person of color. Is that what you're trying to say?
It's not going to be political in the same way of like Taylor Swift. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she might have different stages or whatever. But
I don't think Taylor Swift is going to do it. To me, I was talking to Julie about this. She will do a Super Bowl. It won't be the next one. It'll be in like 5 years because I think right now the Eras tour for her is her peak, right? She can kind of only go downhill from here. But I'll say this. If she were to do the Super Bowl next year, it would just literally be the Eras tour. You know, and I just feel like I feel like people would consider that to be tired, washed, and I just don't think she would. I think she would kind of be a little bit embarrassed to put that on again. So I think she's going to need to have a couple more albums under her belt before she like does the Super Bowl. But I do think who could do the Super Bowl that's a white person would be like a Miley Cyrus, an Ariana Grande, a Justin Bieber. These are people with catalogs, the star power.
And you don't think Taylor Swift has that?
No, I said she does, but I'm saying the only reason she's not doing it next year is because she just got off of the Eras tour. I feel like most of the time the Super Bowl is like a medley, right? Like Rihanna gave us like a lifetime of Rihanna. Most of the time it's like that.
Yeah. You don't think Taylor Swift has that? That's
what I'm saying. I don't know how many times I have to say it. I think Taylor Swift has that. My thing is this though. Okay. I feel like the Eras tour, I'm saying, is like her medley of this is my like career. And what I'm saying is she just put that on last year and she had it on for 2 years. I don't think that her team or her would want to just do that again. I think they will eventually, maybe in 5 years when she has like 2 or 3 more albums under her belt. And at that point it would be more original to do like I guess
my
thought she's going next year. But she absolutely will do a Super Bowl.
My thought is that sometimes people do the Super Bowl when they are at their peak of their career. Like I feel like Beyonce was like, she's made it to peak level of stardom and she does the Super Bowl. So
I think she's now on the down. I think Taylor Swift is not at her peak anymore.
And I could see Justin Bieber.
I think Ariana Grande is at her peak currently. Like Wicked, and I think they would like that. To me, is like a shift.
That would be weird to me.
It would be weird. It would be weird, but to me, that would be a shift to
appease white people.
Yes, because it's like she could do her R&B shit, she could do her pop shit, but she could also do her Wicked stuff. And I think that like that would even be more like Disney money. So I feel like she, to me, is actually probably the person they want to tap the most.
Yeah. I don't know. But I do think it's going to be one that appeases white people. That is what I'm like pretty sure about. Like the fact that we had black and then literally a Super Bowl of like.
But the past Super Bowls have been black, right? Before that was Usher.
I know.
Before that was Mary J. Blige and them.
I know, but I think that we have hit a fever pitch. Like if I am making a prediction of how America has been and how like things happen where it's like, you know, like, oh shit, it's gotten too black, like it's gotten too whatever, like I could see like, yes, it has been very black the past since Jay-Z's took it over basically. And so I could see it.
I think it's gonna be Ariana Grande or Miley Cyrus. I think both of those appease white people. And I think both of those also have like a kid friendliness to them with like their Disney Channel backgrounds where they can kind of pull out Hannah Montana songs or they can pull out Wicked shit.
Weird. Miley Cyrus?
I can see Miley Cyrus doing it. I can. And I think they've asked her before and she rejected it, she said.
I can't see that. I can see maybe her coming out and doing a portion of a show, but not a whole Super
She
Bowl.
has the catalog.
Okay.
And I think, but part of that catalog is Hannah Montana. You know what I'm saying? It's not just Miley as her own.
I'm like, did she even, I'm like, I wonder if she has like the rights to even sing those songs. Like
You
I
never
don't know. I
know.
just feel like you do have to have a significant catalog to do a
Oh yeah,
full
you can't. I
Bowl.
mean, because somebody told me like somebody was like, "What about?" Oh, I also think Billie Eilish could do it. Like she's at
Yeah,
a point where she has the catalog. She definitely has the star power, and she would appease white
I can
people.
see. This is my prediction. I think that Taylor Swift and
By next
Travis,
year, it's gonna be
whatever,
too
are
old.
not gonna. They're not gonna be together anymore. They're gonna break up, and then she's
Hmm
gonna do the Super Bowl. That's gonna be her
I
like, fuck
I think she
you.
will do the Super Bowl, but I don't think it'll be next year. I really don't. I think she's gonna. I just don't think it would be good for her career. I think she could do a more powerful Super Bowl in like a couple
Yeah.
years.
I don't think that
I think
I
she
don't
knows
think I'm not
that.
saying it's the right. I don't know if she does. I'm like I think she might be like, let me take this moment, especially if we're in this
Maybe.
Taylor Swift NFL time. Like, but anyways,
But I
let's
feel
move
like this
on.
season people weren't really talking about her because the team sucked. I think when the team is good, they talk about her. But the team didn't make the even the
No, I mean
playoffs.
that's what I'm saying. Like the Chiefs weren't in the play. I mean, they weren't in the Super Bowl, so they weren't talking about her. But
I
it
don't even think they made the
was
playoffs. Like they
right.
sucked.
But okay, but what I'm saying is like last year it was Taylor Swift
Mm-hmm.
Mania,
Mm-hmm.
NFL partnership. Da, 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 da.
Eras
She's
tour, all of
supposed to
that.
be getting married to what's his
Mm-hmm.
name?
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I don't know. I don't think that's gonna
Oh, I think most people
happen.
don't think that's happening. Yeah.
um,
I mean,
and I
yeah.
could see that being a big fuck you to her, like to him. And like I'm like, this is like single woman anthem. Like, oh, she wouldn't perform when she was with like.
Possibly.
Remember, she made that whole statement about like, I didn't. I'm not gonna do the Super Bowl. Like, what do I look like if my husband's like, on
She
the
has
field
and
and
you're right, you're right. She did say that. And I know she has turned down the Super Bowl many like I think two other times. I want to say
yeah.
this. I think she it's clear that she has a team around her that is saying not yet, not yet, not yet for her to have declined it multiple times. I do think she will have it. She's due for one. I mean, I don't like her music, but she is due for a Super Bowl. Um
I could
and
just see this being America's like, just like we're
I think
still
Olivia
white
Rodrigo could do
and
one.
we're
Hmm
still white,
I think that's
America.
Bill. I don't know. To me, I think it's actually. I think it's gonna be Billie Eilish. I literally think it's gonna be Billie Eilish. It'll be interesting. I think we should bet on it when it gets like in September. But I think
I
it's gonna
mean,
be
I
Billie
don't
Eilish.
know.
Actually, um,
I'm like, I really don't be, I can't, I wouldn't have been able to call Bad Bunny last year. Like, I was so happy that it was, but I wasn't
yes.
like, it's
But I
Bad Bunny
feel like
next
we
year.
need. That's what I'm saying. I feel like in September we'll have a better idea because Bad Bunny at that point had just released his album. Like it was the big
Yeah.
thing. So I think we will be able to make
And it
a
was
better
very
guess when.
political
Right.
time.
I think we'll be able to make a better guess when we see who comes out this
Yeah.
fall. Because I think
We
if
shall
Taylor drops an album
see.
this fall, then I'll be more inclined. But I really think it actually is going to be Billie Eilish, if I had to guess.
Excuse me.
Um, do you know of any black people that could do it? It was funny because me and Courtney were talking about that, and I was like, honestly, with the star power,
You
this person
saw?
would never get it. But I think Chris Brown is due.
I was gonna say you saw Chris Brown was like, they
I
need me
did.
this
I did.
year.
But this is the thing.
They need me.
As crazy
But I'm
as
like,
Chris
why
Brown
are you
is, he has
saying
the
that?
catalog.
It's just like, okay, I get that, but it's just the way you said it. Like,
Yeah.
let Bad Bunny just have his moment.
hmm
Let's
hmm
not like.
I don't think they'll put Chris Brown ever. He's ruined his chances of ever getting that. Um,
I don't
Even though the
know.
NFL's the best case for domestic
Yeah,
violence, but I
exactly.
do think that
I could see that
the
actually.
answer to the people they answer to, I don't think would allow it because I don't think they respect Chris Brown. It would be different if this was a white person who beat his wife, but this is a black man. I don't think they respect him like that. They probably don't give a shit about his music. The people that
I
Jay
don't
Z answers
know. I
to.
could see. I'm like, now that you say that, I'm like,
Who are other black people
maybe.
though? Like who have the star power plus the catalog? I feel like it's Chris Brown and who else?
I'm trying to think.
I
Mary
told
J.
Courtney, I think
Blige.
who?
I said Mary J.
Apparently
Blige.
she's done it. I looked her up and she's done it
Okay.
back in the
The
day.
halftime show?
Back in the day. She's done it
I
twice.
saw Queen Latifah did it. Just the halftime show. I'm like, it's so cute.
I think Brandy and Monica together.
Okay, yes. That
That
would
would
actually
be
be But that would be. I
I
don't.
think there's a chance because they did the thing with fucking Method Man. No one give a shit about him or whoever it was. It was like Mary J. Blige. It was
Are you
like
talking about Eminem's and Dr. Dre?
yes, that one.
That
And I just
year.
feel like to me they're as big as them in my mind. Brandy and Monica
Yeah.
together, not
I just,
alone.
again, I feel like we are in different territory. Like, we went from Kendrick Lamar to Bad Bunny. There needs to be a depth of like, you can build a world. Well, maybe you don't
That's a
have.
good point. That's a good point.
Maybe they'll walk it back. I don't know. I hope we keep on pressing forward. And when I think about who could build like, a world, I do think about like, I think about if I'm thinking about where the trajectory of America, I do think about Taylor Swift.
But I'm talking about black people now. Could a black like who as with a black person like who black person could make a catalog and build enough that's like could build a world? I actually would need more time to think about that.
I mean, I feel like there's people.
Like the thing is this, like there are people, but it's like there's some people I just don't think they would give the platform to. Kanye West
Exactly.
built the world and
Oh
has
my God, that's the thing. I'm like in these confines of NFL Super Bowl things.
Nicki
I'm just
Minaj
like,
too.
they could do a Questlove, like Jill Scott,
Yeah, like an Erica Badu, like an indie thing more.
Maxwell.
And yeah, Maxwell.
Yeah, they could do
They
that,
could.
but
They
they
could.
wouldn't. Doechii.
She
I
doesn't
mean,
have
she's
the
very
catalog or
early,
star power
but she
yet.
could build a world.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Doja. Oh my God. If they gave
Does
it
she
to
have the
Doja
catalog
Cat,
and the star power to you?
I do. I
Okay.
do think so. I think she's a global superstar, and I think she could build a world and put
You think she has a
an
catalog?
amazing show. Yes, actually.
Okay.
She's been out for a long time,
Mhm.
like that
That's
would be
interesting.
awesome. I would love to have a Doja.
I would love to see it too. I don't know if it's
Super
gonna
Bowl.
happen, but I think she could eventually.
Yeah.
I don't think right now is her time. Or
Especially
next year.
like after this album, it was very like 80s pop, and so I feel like it just was so fun, and like just the theme of that album is just.
I think it's gonna be Billie Eilish.
I'm like would blow me, honestly. I'm just like, this is like
I'm willing to put money on that.
It actually would be good because she could like do a moment of like, piano.
She's political. And she's political. Like she will go up there and be like, fuck y'all. But it's a white person doing it. Her and Phineas have the catalog. I just think
and
it would be
like,
interesting. She would eventually do that.
Yeah, be a magical night.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Billie Eilish.
Cool. I'm actually on board with that.
We'll see what happens.
I guess I want to see the costuming. Like, don't blow me.
Well, she's gonna wear a fucking t-shirt and pants. The girl tries to be Queen Latifah, but we'll forgive her.
Interesting. Anyways,
let's move on.
What else with the Super Bowl? There's other things.
Was there? About. Tell me.
Well, you saw Cardi B.
Oh yeah.
All the rumors of. Well, first we definitely were wrong. I definitely thought that Cardi B was got to
come out.
We were kind of right. She was on stage, but she didn't. They didn't do like that.
She was dancing. Yeah.
Yes, she was dancing, but then obviously there's like a whole other kind of side story happening with the Super Bowl with Steffon Diggs and Cardi B and the clip that circulated that was like, it was like, do you have anything sweet messages to Steffon Diggs? She's like, good luck.
Inspiring message for Steffon before the game. One inspiring message for him.
Good luck.
How we celebrate? Inspiring message for Steffon before the game. One inspiring message for him.
Good luck.
How we celebrate?
Like, looks up and down, like says
she's just basically like fuck him.
Exactly. And like, and then we see multiple baby mamas, or one baby mama at least there. And then apparently which this is like me catching up with shit because I don't be knowing, but Offset possibly cheated on Cardi B with this girl, and she was sitting next to his mom.
Oh Jesus, it's so fucking messy.
And so obviously the Patriots lose. Steffon Diggs' head was not in that game at all.
and people, and they're broken up, right? Like people have said they're
Well,
broken up.
that's what people are saying, because they're not, apparently they stopped following each other. Like, a lot of shit
We need
happened
to
that night.
we need to forgive Crystal. We need to forgive Crystal because
Oh
like
my God.
because it's
Yes.
I mean, my mind immediately went to like, this baby's not even, I mean, she literally called this like, this baby's not even one, and now she's a single mother. It's a broken home. It's irresponsible.
Last week she was saying, we're going to the Super Bowl, like, and then literally getting involved with this man's chef and put, like, all that. It's just like, girl, what the fuck are you doing? You're right. You're like, "Am I the Drama" is an appropriate title, because goddamn, girl.
It's chaos. I'm sorry.
And she is going on tour today. Her tour starts today. We were trying to watch it live to give you guys our first thoughts, but I'm sure we'll have plenty of thoughts next week. But yeah, it's just a lot of drama with them. And yeah, you're right. Crystal was right on the money.
I mean, it's just irresponsible. Like, it's just like, the baby's not even one, and you have now, I mean, not you, but both of you have created like a single parent, a broken home. And it's just like, we have like, was it like, it's just like, you don't take birthing a child serious, like, and creating a family seriously. Like, the fuck?
Yes. And it's also just like,
it's sick, yo.
You decided to have a baby with somebody that
had a bunch of fucking babies on the way.
Yes.
Just sick. Just fucking
sick. How
sick.
does one make that decision? And it's like, no, but I'm going to be number 6.
Money, I really think money makes them think like, it's fine. I can. That's what I'm saying. It's like, money makes them think it's fine to have this baby because I can take care of it. But I feel like they need to understand there's more to taking care of a baby and bringing up a baby than money. And part of it is that like they have healthy adults in their life. And I do think it does something when there is chaos between the two people that have brought you in the world.
Absolutely.
And it's clearly chaos right now. You're unfollowing each other, bitch. Like, y'all have to co-parent. Like it's immature. Like, why even unfollow each other?
And it's just like, what did you think? Right, you're right. And it's just like, what did you think this was about to be? Like,
I don't know what
he
the
is
fuck she
going
thought.
to have, like, I'm gonna be the top baby mama. Like, I'm gonna be
another marriage. Who knows?
But you also like know that he has to communicate with all these people. Like, why wouldn't his son be at his dad's in the Super Bowl? Like, you're okay with this. This is what you wanted.
This is what she wanted. You're right. Like, you knew who his baby's mother was. You knew that she might have fucked Offset, and you knew you would have to deal with it. Like, it's just like, you can't take alleged. But it's like, whatever it is, if it's drama with whoever the baby mothers, you have to understand that.
And he's petty.
You have to understand that you have to deal with these other baby mothers now, because they are your child's sibling's mother.
Yes.
So
like, duh.
Come on now.
Like, and they're all so young too. They're all at the beginning of their lives, except for one who's 9, and God bless her. Like, how her parents are just like, like, yes, you have 4 siblings. Like, and Cardi B is one of their moms. Like,
just fucking terrible. But wait,
I'm also looking at stuff on Diggs, just like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, I definitely am like kind of allegedly thinking that like this is men that just have this behavior. Like, I feel like they just have something to hide. Like, I think that he may be closeted and just like, because this is crazy. Like, why are you having all these babies? And then his mother, I've been looking at his mother too. Like,
I mean, it's just unhealthy. There's some toxic shit because it's extremely unhealthy to want to just create all these fucking multiple families. And then I would like to know your involvement with them, sir. Like, to be honest, I would like to know your involvement. Like,
We know you're not seeing them every day.
Because I know you're not seeing them every day. I know you're not.
That you're getting the pictures and you're hearting them and you're juggling all, like, what the fuck? Like, you are not involved in their day to day. Like, I know that you're not. And how does that feel? I just feel like I would feel so out of control in my life if, like, I knew I had children out there. Yeah. And didn't know every detail.
I just think men are conditioned to be like, it's fine. And it's just like,
no, it's not. Anything could happen to this woman and you will be responsible for them. Like, anyways, what would you want to say?
Hold on a second.
Who else is on trial?
Okay. So I wanted to say, yeah. So we'll be watching. I'll be watching a little bit of Cardi B's tour tonight at 10:30, just to see her opening. So we'll give y'all our like thoughts next week.
Yeah, we are waiting.
I wanted to talk about the next person on trial is Glorilla's sister. People have been calling her Studrilla. I don't know if you saw
Glorilla,
but Glorilla's sister, who literally looks just like her, she's literally just a stud, has been going viral because she's like very upset that Glorilla basically is not supporting her and her 9 other siblings. There's 10 of them altogether. Her and her 9 other siblings, and also she's alleging that her parents aren't getting any help either. And so she was just kind of being like, she feels like it's unfair that Glorilla keeps like talking about the struggle they had growing up, which was literally, Studrilla was literally talking about, it was like they were sleeping on the floor, they were eating cans of beans, they were getting their mom would beat them and stuff, and like she was just saying, yeah, they were in extreme poverty, and she was saying like basically like you can't talk about the struggle but then not like help us, like we struggled together, like why aren't you giving us anything? And so I don't know, I feel like it's brought up a big conversation. Like Dominique made a video about it, about like basically when your siblings make it, is it their responsibility at all to give money to their family, whether that be their other siblings, their parents, their aunts, uncles? Is there like a duty to do it or not?
First of all, I think it's so funny how you synthesize like what Studrilla said, because she did not say it so like, classily.
No,
like,
she didn't. She's screaming at the camera.
She's like, she's not giving me no money. Like, it's just hilarious. But so I do not think that you are, it's like a nice gesture to do, but it is not your responsibility to take care of everybody, especially depending on the dynamics of
your relationship.
Yeah, of your relationship. Like, it is a different story when it's just like if it was me, if I made it and you saw my mom's still working and not retired, and like that's kind of crazy. Okay, like right. My sister and my mom are like my best friends, like, and so I feel like that makes sense. But when you put in the dynamics of, first of all, 9 siblings is a lot. Glorilla just got here. Like, she can't, if she took care of everybody, she would not be good. Okay, like, we live in America, it is expensive, like, and she is a musician at the end of the day. Like, it's just like, I'm sure she's in some deals that are not, it's not like she is rolling in dough, I wouldn't say, to take care of.
I mean, yeah, she's definitely not. 9 other people plus your family. I mean, your parents.
That's only the siblings. That's only the siblings. So I definitely don't think it's like entitled. Like, nobody is entitled. It all depends on the relationship.
Okay, her net worth is 1 million to 3 million. Exactly. Like, it's really not nothing.
Exactly. I'm like, yeah, she just got here. Like, she might not be here tomorrow. Like, it's just like she needs to prioritize this money in terms of her future. So I think it's crazy to be expecting, it just all depends on your relationship. Like, you don't know what all these siblings got going on.
I also just feel like Glorilla didn't fucking have 10 kids. Her mama did. Like, she has
Right.
no responsibility to take care of 10 kids because those are not her
Right.
fucking kids. Like,
Right.
just because your parents make a bad decision to lay on their backs, as I always say, and have sex 10 different fucking times and have a fucking kid is not then makes it
Right.
the children's responsibility to take care of everybody once one of them has a good job. Like, that's crazy. That's
Right. That
crazy.
is crazy. Yeah. So what do you think? What did you think when you
Oh,
saw
I
that?
agree. It's funny because I was just scrolling and literally look was like on my thing. It says Glorilla's sister said she made 200K this week. I'm sure she did. My net worth. This is a quote from her. My neck worth. Oh my gosh, she meant to say net worth, but she said network. My network will be 1 million in the next 5 weeks, but she meant to say her net worth will be 1 million in the next 5 weeks. This is the thing.
It's like, okay, girl, why'd you have to come for your sister? You could have made your own shit without
right. And Glorilla made a video in response. I don't know if you saw it, but she was like, I actually have no problem with you like trying to make some money off of my name. Like literally be like, yeah, I look just like her with Studrilla. Like, you know, like, but you don't have to be negative. Like literally do what you need to do to make money. Right. That's what she said. She was like, I actually probably would have done a video with you if you actually were cool. But like, there's no problem making money at this point off my name, but you don't need to denigrate me. And that's how I feel. I'm just like, look, Glorilla has no responsibility to give any of her money to anybody. Absolutely none. These are not her fucking kids, and she did not ask to be here from her parents, right? And also the upbringing, like Dominique said this on her video, her mom is lucky she got a salty. Like, she would even get like a pack of saltine crackers off of the upbringing she gave them. It sounded like they were roaches, rats, sleeping on the floor, and everything else. So it's like her mother, she doesn't know anybody anything. And I think it's also very, very telling that like she said that they hadn't been fucking. Glorilla said her and Studrilla haven't really been fucking with each other for like 7 years. So I think it's very telling that now you want to come to the internet now when this person has money that you now want to talk about help me. But I'm sure 5 years ago or 7 years ago when Glorilla wasn't on the scene, you didn't give a fuck. Right. Yeah. You didn't give a fuck. So I feel like it makes it very clear that this is about money. And I feel like that to me would also make me more hesitant to give it. I also just think it's completely inappropriate for when someone does make it for people to ask for them for money. Like I feel like, for example, if my sister became a multimillionaire, I would never ask Akila directly for money. Akila probably would give me some because Akila and me have a good relationship and she cares about me. But I would never ask for it directly because I think it's completely inappropriate, because if she was making a normal paying job, I wouldn't ask for the money. Like, you know, it's like this is her money, she worked for it, I'm not gonna ask for it. If I had,
what do you mean like ask for money? Like it's just like, do you mean like, okay, like can I have $30,000?
Yes.
Like what?
I think that's what they're doing. Crazy. And I think a lot of people do that. Like, because like
she said she wanted 25.
She wanted 2,500. Glorilla put up a screenshot of her mother thanking her for giving her some money. So and she's like, thank you so much, we really needed it. So it's clear her mother asks her for money. But I find it completely inappropriate for a parent to ask a child for money.
Yes.
And I find even if the child is a billionaire, I find it inappropriate. I think the child will give you the money if they want to give you money. You don't need to ask. And I think it's completely inappropriate for siblings. It just depends on your dynamic, I guess. I think in this situation, I think it's inappropriate. I understand some people are absolute like besties with their siblings and it's not weird. Or maybe your dynamic is more parental and it's not weird. But I think this situation strikes me as very inappropriate to ask for money.
Yes, definitely. I mean,
because it's exploitive.
Yes, and all family people can you can have family that are a trip, like you know, like you can
open up that door. It's hard to close
it.
Yes,
exactly. And like people that will take advantage of you. So it really is a relationship basis. And like you said, it would be one of those things where it's like I wouldn't like asking is I feel like you have to have a certain responsibility for yourself in this life. You know, like you have to, at the end of the day, you are, and I do think like capitalism isolates us way too much. And I don't think that like people should be, I think we should be more communal with things. But in terms of like how things are right now, and just in general, even if things were more communal, it's just like you have a responsibility. Like I'm not ever going to just like not do my work or not do not do something because somebody else has made it. It's just like that's not their responsibility to take care of me. It's just like you need to do something for yourself. Like you
Yes,
can't just sit on your ass forever.
absolutely. And
It's just like and have some type of
yes, it's just
want to do
exploitive. Like
something.
it's just like you don't want to. Like I just feel like you don't ever want to be a burden on someone where you're like eventually. Like I don't know. I've been reading and people were saying that like apparently like MC Hammer went bankrupt due to like helping a bunch of family members out, and there was somebody else who was really famous too. And I'm just like, yeah, like I think it was Fantasia or something, and it's just like I don't know. I find it to be. It's just, and it's also the audacity for you to think you're due something just because you were a sibling,
right?
Like
because I was with you in the mud,
right? That's your parents' fault. You're actually due something from your parents. You know, like your mother actually probably should give you some money
and
because
yeah. Sorry.
No, go.
I was just gonna say it's fucked up. Just like I think it is just so fucked up to, especially because like Glorilla is not like a billionaire. Like it's just I feel like it just sucks for to see how money is just can be so corruptive in like relationships and just like damn, like this girl she just got here, like she's trying to do something, like she's trying to make something of herself, and it's just like
it's just like I'm not asking for money from anyone who's rich unless, and if they give it to me, that's very kind. Like if it's my sister gives it to me, thank you very much. You know, if I get really rich and I get something, I probably will get. If I get really rich, I'm definitely giving something to Aquila. But you know, like, and she'll just say thank you, but she's not going to sit here and ask for it, and that's the difference. And I just think that it's clear that this is about. It's just about money. I'm sure the minute she gives her the $2,500, they're not going to talk for another couple weeks.
Money too. People do get weird about money. You know, like. It's just like you don't know how people are gonna be, like, not saying obviously,
and it's like, look, bitch, you made $200K in 1 week. Start fucking working, right? At this point, continue it. Like keep alive.
What I'm doing,
right?
I'm hosting.
Go to the what is it?
Out a mixtape.
Yeah, go to the club, do the little like appearance for 10,000. You know, go on somebody's podcast and talk about what it was like growing up with Glorilla. Like, run it up. Like, you don't need Glorilla to give you $2,500.
Right.
200K. If I could make that in a day.
And that's why it's just a shame to see
priorities.
The angle that she chose to go. Like, it's just like, it shows us a lot about you, Studrilla. And it's just like, just the angle that you had to like come for her like that. Like, that's just crazy.
And I don't know if you saw, but it was like she posted the receipt of like her getting a new chain, and it was like $3,500 this week. And I'm just like, and that's what I'm talking about. Priorities. It's like you were just asking for $2,500 to get by, and now you bought a $3,500 chain. Come on now.
Some people are just like not serious, you know.
Priorities, bitch. Like, come on.
Not serious.
Like it just makes me laugh. It really just makes me laugh. But you know, I'm just like,
it's just bound to be one that's gonna be, you know, when it's a lot of kids, it's like, yeah, it is. It can get weird. Families can get weird. All right.
Oh yeah. Well, we disagree with you and Glorilla, and I mean Studrilla. We're on Team Glorilla.
Yes, get out here. And it's like, you're funny.
Like, that's what I'm saying. You're hilarious. That's what Dominique was saying. I'm like, you're a star. Actually, Dominique was like, call Zeus, get her on baddies.
Right.
I'm like,
yes, I did see that.
Like, she would, like, at this point, it's really just a matter of the deal, because you have now like cemented yourself. You are a star. You don't need Glorilla. You don't need her money. You look just like her. Like, you know what I'm saying? That alone.
Go on a Yanla together and have
right, with no intentions of fixing the family, but just to give us TV, literally.
Oh,
no intentions. I would love it. I would love it. It's just.
I hope they can. That's my thing. I'm like, I hope they heal something.
Girl, these people are dumb. I just thankful it's not my family. I was thinking that too. I was just thinking each time I hear stories like this, I'm just like, I am so thankful to have been born in a stable middle class family who knew having 2 kids was enough. You know, they didn't keep fucking. They probably did, but they put on protection. Like they were not irresponsible. They didn't. You know, like I thank God, because I can't imagine. I literally was thinking this when she was saying it. Like, I can't imagine having 9 other siblings. Like, that alone, even if we were treated well, that's a classroom.
Yes.
And then it's like,
Yes.
well, we were poor, we were sleeping on the floor, we were battling for food, and so, like, I can't imagine.
Oh my God, it is very traumatic. I can't imagine either. Like,
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm looking at you. You're lucky Glorilla fucks with you. I'm sorry. To me,
yeah,
that is a
lot.
that you're a bad mother. I'm sorry. Like, you can't convince me somebody. You can't convince me someone who had 10 kids is a good mother. You can't convince me of that. Like, I don't care if you
see how many kids.
I can't, like, this is all my opinion, but I'm just saying, like, you can't convince me you're a good mother, because they say
was very normalized back in the day.
It's normalized, but it's like they say that more than 3 kids is when you have to sacrifice your relationship with some of these kids, because you can't fully parent and be there for them for each kid. So to more than triple that, you can't convince me you're a good mother. And then and then this is how I know too. You're right. My grandmother probably was one of many. But my grandmother wasn't sleeping on the floor. My grandmother wasn't eating cans of beans and getting beat and battling for food. There wasn't roaches and rats in my grandmother's house. So in this context of Glorilla, of what Studrilla is saying about their upbringing, you can't convince me their mother's a good mother. I'm sorry. You had roaches and rats, pregnant rats, she said, running around the house. They were eating cans of beans.
I know. It is definitely, I think when we talk about that in terms of like this day and age, because it was very normalized. Like, I'm like looking at the Wayne's family, because they have like a lot of siblings, and they were very poor, like, and it's just like, I'm sure they would say like they had a good mom, like, what I mean?
I want to know if they were sleeping on the floor with rats and roaches and eating cans of beans.
They said they were very, very poor.
And if that's the case, I would love them on the pod, I hope they wouldn't get defensive, but it's like, I would have very direct questions about like how, like, what was great about their mother and what makes it that this was to them a healthy, good childhood, and also, that she
you get
curated.
A different mother as time goes on, like, like by the time like Sean and Marlon were around, I'm pretty sure like the other brothers were like getting to the money, so it's like you had a different mother, because you kind of had more space for that. But yeah, it's just like, I think back in the day, I wonder where that comes from. Like, is it lack of education about like, like, I just feel like it's very normal to like have like, my dad has 7 siblings, like that's not unheard of in like the 60s, and like
it's not, but I think
poor, you know what I'm saying, like my dad,
it's not heard of. I don't think that it means it's good. Yeah,
I agree.
Exactly.
I don't think that it's healthy, but I just think, I'm just curious where that comes from. And I think especially nowadays, it's even more so like just, and even maybe just even with time and just being able to see how things have turned out and like the trauma that it's caused and blah blah blah, it's just like, okay, like we're not going to do that now. Like, that's why we see less families, and obviously like just the economy and stuff, we see less families having 7-10 kids, because it's just like, it doesn't work well.
I mean, just to me, I'm just like, I would like to have
or having kids, like, my dad's like, I'm not having fucking 7 kids. Like, that wasn't good for me, And
for me, I'm just like, when I have a kid, I want to give that kid everything that I had and more. Right. So it's like, for me, I know that right now, at least, I probably, in the foreseeable future, probably can do that to 1, maybe 2 kids, but I definitely know I can't do it to 3. And so I wouldn't have 3. And I just don't understand the idea of knowing that I already have 8 other kids sleeping on the floor, eating beans, and have rats and roaches, but I'm still gonna have sex in raw to have another baby. I don't understand that mindset, and no one can convince me that a good mother makes that decision. You might love your kids, but I'm talking about, like, it's like Ayanla. Somebody went on Fix. I don't know if you saw this episode, but there was a family that went on Fix Your Life, and there was this mother who said, swear up and down she loves her kids. I give them this, that, and the third. She got mad for 1 second and like was going off on her sibling, like the adult was going off on her sister and was screaming, cussing like crazy. And Ayanla said, I'm going to tell you right now, you might love your kids, but there's no way you're a good mother with that temper. And I feel the same way about this. You might love your kids might love you back to the moon, you know, but no good mother makes that kind of decision, you know? And so, yeah, I stand on it. Like, it's just like, no one can, that's why I would love somebody like that on the pod. Come and convince me that that's a good mother's decision, you know? I'm open to that because I don't have the experience, but it's hard for me to believe when you have kids sleeping on the floor that you're like, let me have another kid. That's someone who cares, you know?
Right. No, I get it. It's just interesting because we talk about history. Like we're in Black History Month, everybody. Happy Black History Month. We didn't say it last week. But I'm curious, Alexis, the presents that you've been getting because I haven't asked you.
Oh yes, I got I went to the craft store, and Julia bought me like a kit, like a bunch of thread, a needle, like the canvases for it.
Your grill. That was the
that's how I did my grill, beads, and like all these things. It was like $120 later, and I've been doing stuff now with that. So that was the first week's gift. So we'll see what this week's gift will be. It shall be good.
Yes, but
it better be, bitch. Like, no, I'm joking.
but yeah, I definitely think I agree with you in that, like, having kids and being a good mother is being able to provide as comfortable as a life if you can for them,
and making responsible decisions.
I think it is just weird when we think about just this world. I think I think you could argue like, well, maybe nobody should be having fucking kids because you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's just levels to all of it. But I do think it's like, yes, like we're struggling and now I'm pregnant again.
Right. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, it's hard for me to think that like for example, like even with Mello, it's like when Mello goes outside and like sometimes the salt gets on her paw and she hates it. So I invested in the little like balloons to put on her. It's like, I'm not going to just keep taking my dog outside and like walking the same route and getting the salt on their like paws, you know, because I'm lazy or because I don't feel like buying it or I don't have the funds. I'm just not going to do that. I feel like I would take a different route. I would do something differently. I just don't understand that, like, when you have 8 kids sleeping on the floor, eating beans every fucking day, this is all allegedly from Studrilla, that having the decision to have the 9th and the 10th child is someone who is a good mother. I think that's what I'm saying. Please, Studrilla, we can't pay you, but we would love for you to come on this and tell us how, like, but she also said her parents weren't shit. Like, she literally said that. She said 2 dumb people had babies. That's what she said on her thing. So it sounds like she has resentment. She understands that wasn't smart.
For sure.
And so that I kind of
definitely have resentment. I think it's just like, I feel like I feel for people that, like, I don't know if you've ever been in a circumstance where you just have not been able to provide something that you do love. And it's just like, I'm here now. I made this decision and I don't have it, you know, like.
But you made like that decision is just not a light decision. It's like you made the decision to have a baby.
Right, but things happen. Like, I feel like I don't know if
you could have gotten to Planned Parenthood and been like, I cannot.
Have you had a moment where it was just like, okay,
absolutely.
had it then, and now I don't have a
PhD. I got no income. I lived for 5 years on $0 incoming.
I'm talking.
You're asking me a real question. Like, have I ever been in a situation where
I don't think that. I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong. Like, okay, this is my situation.
I've always had shelter and food. In both of us, we have never been where we are sleeping on the street. It sounds like Studrilla did not put that in hers. So it sounds like Studrilla has always had a roof. Studrilla was sleeping on the floor. Me and you have never slept on the floor because we didn't have, our parents couldn't afford a mattress, yada, yada, yada. I have never had a child, period. So it's like I have never made the decision to have a child knowing my funds were there. I'm saying for this woman, it doesn't sound like the funds were ever fucking there. It sounds like they were in poverty from the time Studrilla was born
I get
to
that.
now. So
I
it doesn't
guess
sound
what
like
we're
it's a good
saying,
decision.
get statements about good mothers, right? So that's why I'm saying, like, I'm talking
In this
about,
context, she is not a good mother.
yes, but I'm just saying, like, I get what you're saying, and I agree with that. I just feel like when we're talking about, you know, having children and then like not having enough to provide for them, and like I don't know, I feel like it's just, I feel like people be getting in situations like
We're not
most
talking
people
about
do.
the context of things happen. We're talking about the context of you didn't have it when you had sex.
Yes,
You
okay.
didn't have it when you got pregnant. You didn't have it when you birthed the first, second, or third, ninth, all the way to
Got
10.
it.
That is a bad mother. We're not talking about you had it, you had a baby, you probably had it for a couple years, then you got laid off, shit hit rock bottom, and now you're in a shelter. We're not talking about that kind of mother because you didn't make the conscious decision of having a baby knowing you couldn't provide. I think it is a bad parent, bad move, bad mothering move.
That's
and
the clarification that I needed.
A bad father move, knowing you're having a baby, knowing the minute they get and breathe in this earth, you cannot provide. That to me is a bad parent. And it sounds like when I don't know where she was at with the first couple kids, but it definitely sounds like by the time she had 8, 9, 10, they were sleeping on the floor, they were eating roaches, they were raising each other.
Oh my God.
Because she had called her brother on the live and was like, this is the third oldest, and he basically raised some of us. So it sounds like the older ones are raising the younger ones. This does not sound like a good mother.
Traumatic home, yes. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. I agree with that.
And she's lucky they talked to her.
Oh my God. I'll leave it at for sure. Yes. These people have, and that's the thing, like you said, like kids have choices. They become adults and they get to decide if they deal with you. Want a relationship with you at all. Like that's one thing parents do need to realize. Like it is not a guarantee. Like you birthed me into this world. I didn't have any choice in that, but I'm an adult. The
least you can do is provide then. If you have no choice in it, the least you can do is provide. That to me is the least.
I agree, Alexis. I just think about the world population. When I just when I feel like when we talk, I'll be thinking about like it on a macro level, and I'm just like, people have kids all the time in
they do
crazy situations, and I agree that it's not fair, and it's not like, I don't think that that's responsible. I guess I try to figure out like how did this even come to be?
I'm talking about in the context of the U.S. Memphis, Tennessee, Studrilla's house. Okay, 2000s. I'm not saying so. If anybody like, don't take offense. Don't think I'm talking about your grandma. I'm talking about in the context of Studrilla's home in Memphis, Tennessee. That mother to me sounds like a bad mother. That is what I'm talking about. Not in India, not in Africa, not Maryland. In this context, because it sounds like she knew she could have the 10th child and still had the 10th child.
Yeah.
And that to me, and I'm sure I can't imagine she didn't have a sister, a friend, a parent say like, come on now, at the 6th kid.
Oh my
come
God,
on now.
For sure.
At the 7th kid, come on now.
What is that about? I think
you said people what you said, people are addicted to being pregnant. That's what you said.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say, I think people have an emotional attachment to that experience because, for one, I feel like it's almost like going to jail. It's like, what it is. It's like some prediction, like, something that you can count on happening, which is terrible and very selfish. It's very selfish. But I do, and that's like, and I'd rather you, I don't want you out here hurting anybody, but, and maybe we do just need facilities where people can go and rehabilitate their life and without having to get pregnant. Because I will tell you, in Atlanta, you can get health care if you're pregnant. When I lived there, I could not get like Medicaid unless I was pregnant. Like they were like, bitch, unless you have a baby, like you do not need to go to the doctor. So, and thank God we live in fucking Maryland. Like it's just there are so many factors that we might not even be considering. But I agree with you. I think that's real. I hope that they just get to the money. I mean, I do agree she's a star. She's funny as shit. But I hope that she's like okay. Like she also like seems like she might need some help. Anyways, let's
I hope she starts making 200K every day, and she eventually has $1 million net worth, like she said, in 5 weeks. And
she better be taking care of her family.
And I hope she's not right. And at that point, I hope you're literally taking care of all the 10 kids, because that was
everybody's gonna turn around and be like, so.
And not buying gold chains all the time.
Exactly. You better go and take care of grandma. Like what the
right? I mean, the mom works at FedEx. I better see her retired off of $1 million. Good luck.
Anyways, all right, y'all. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Who Am I to Judge Pod.
We'll come back with our Cardi thoughts next week.
Yes, we will. This has been crazy. Like being on the internet these days is insane. Like,
it's crazy. And I'll also update the Instagram by next week, so we'll be up to date with that, y'all. Sorry about it. It's been a crazy couple weeks, but you're right.
Follow us on Instagram at Who Am I to Judge Pod. You can send us a DM on there if you have any ideas of what we could talk about or something you want us to talk about or just want to connect with us. You can email us at whoamitojudgepod@gmail.com, and we will be back next week.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. Remember to email us your discussion topics at whoamitojudgepod@gmail.com. Also, remember to subscribe to Who Am I to Judge podcast on Spotify and everywhere you get your podcasts. If you love us, please rate us and review. And if you don't, leave us alone. Tell a friend to tell a friend. See y'all next week. Bye, friends.